Hello, my name is Evan Jacobs, and welcome to another edition of Boxing Time TV. We have a very good bout here tonight between Emanuel Navarrete versus Christopher Diaz. And I hope I'm saying Navarrete's name correctly. And yeah, let's just get right to it. Emanuel Navarrete is, as I see it, he's 26 years old. Christopher Diaz is 26 too. Navarrete is 27, is 6'7". I'm sorry, is 5'7", and Christopher Diaz is 5'6". They're both featherweights, 126 pounds, and Navarrete has a 72 reach, while Christopher Diaz has a 64 reach. I'm just going to double check that. That seems really long for the feather. Well, it is. He's a lanky guy. Navarrete has 32 fights, 1 loss by decision, and Christopher Diaz has 26 fights, 2 losses by decision. And all right, I should have fixed this before I started. You guys know I run a very sloppy podcast and put the fight mode in simulation. 12-round fight, 3-minute rounds, 10.1 scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. Let's get right to it. And yeah, this should be very, very interesting. And you have Navarrete coming out and is landing a blistering uppercut onto the face of Christopher Diaz. And that's the thing. If I'm Navarrete, I just get behind the jab. I draw him in and I land hard shots. And I mean, that seems to be his best course of action here. Just use his physical attributes to hold on one second, to beat Christopher Diaz. And I mean, but Navarrete's coming out. He's standing kind of close, and this could actually favor Diaz. If I'm Diaz, maybe I go to the body a little bit. Maybe I start landing, punches, and I mean, right there, a hard uppercut landed on the face of Christopher Diaz. Navarrete's fighting a very smart fight. It looks like he's drawing Diaz in. Came out kind of aggressive, and now it's like, now kind of like, what do you got? He's sort of seeing, what do I have? What does this guy have? And it's and right there, Navarrete landing that hard right hand. Christopher Diaz. The fight isn't even 90 seconds old, but I'm already seeing what Navarrete's trying to do, and he's executing it almost like Alexis Arguello. And as the fight goes on, I'll get more into their records and everything. Let's just kind of sit back and it's really, really interesting because Christopher Diaz, there's things that you can see that he wants to do, but right now the physical gifts of Emanuel Navarrete, and it might be Emanuel Navarrete, I don't know. So hopefully I'm not saying it wrong, but this is right now. I'm telling you, if he can keep drawing Christopher Diaz out like this and make him come to him, he could stop him. Even though Diaz has a very, very good chin. It's just, Emanuel Navarrete with that lanky style, and we know that he hits hard. 27 knockouts in 32 fights. Only 5 guys have seen the distance with him and in his victories. And then he has that one decision, and that decision loss came to early in his career. So, he's certainly a guy who learned from that, who strung together, these fights. So we will have to see. And there's even, more to talk about in terms of, we have upcoming fights. We have all these things that we want to do. I just found out that Derek Chisora, Dillian White took a decision. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. Took a decision over whatchamacallit. Took a decision over, he didn't take a decision. He knocked out Alexander Povetkin in 4 rounds. And the thing is, Povetkin had coronavirus. So they were wondering, how badly did that affect him? So, and it certainly could have. Although they also found out that Virgil Ortiz, after he'd beaten Maurice Hooker last week, they found out that he'd had coronavirus, but he won his bout. It's very, very interesting. So 10-8 for Emanuel Navarrete, 10-9 on 2 of the other judges' scorecards. So he's up by 4 points as we go into the second round. What an opening to this fight. And Navarrete just working behind that lanky frame, reminds me a lot of Thomas Hearns, and just keeps snapping the head back of Christopher Diaz. And Diaz, it's almost like unless he can get inside, unless he can do certain things, it's going to be very, very interesting. Oh, and look at that. Christopher Diaz going to the body. Could we be seeing a featherweight version of of Leonard Hearns, in which, maybe Navarrete comes out and outboxes him, but then Christopher Diaz goes to the body and sort of stops him late. These guys are throwing a lot of punches. I already feel like we've seen a lot of action. And we're only in the second round. So Diaz, the one problem he's going to have is he does not hit as hard as Navarrete. But then again, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't hit as hard as Tommy Hearns and he stopped him. So anything can happen. Once again, oh, look at that. Emanuel Navarrete just working behind that right hand. And I mean, Christopher Diaz has to do more. He has to go to the body. He has to, the problem is when he goes inside, there's the uppercut by Navarrete that's just waiting for him. And then once again, you are listening and watching to, you are watching, you're watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell your family and friends. As you can see, I do a very simple, sloppy podcast. I basically put this out there. Whatever happens, happens. I'm very, very, very grateful for the fans and the people that comment on this. And, recently got a bunch of comments from a guy that I just thought were funny. He didn't seem to like this at all. And that's totally fine. This is just meant to be another way to look at boxing, to have a conversation about it. And I figure, why pontificate when I can do a simulation with what I think is one of the best boxing games ever? All right, now, so they're saying they're both breathing heavy, 10-9, all for Emanuel Navarrete as we go into the third round here in this 12-round fight. There's 10 more rounds to go, and can Christopher Diaz keep walking into those shots? And can Emanuel Navarrete keep Christopher Diaz off of him? And so far, he's doing a pretty good job. But if Diaz can get close, if he can land, if he can go to the body, there's a possibility he could affect Emanuel Navarrete. Oh, look at this. Emanuel Navarrete just moving to the back ropes. He's enjoying fighting off those ropes. He's enjoying drawing Diaz out. Diaz going to the body. Has he stopped him? He's landing some shots. Christopher Diaz having a moment here. Can he put something together? The problem is, like I said, power-wise, he does not have the amount of power that Emanuel Navarrete does. Navarrete, victories over Ruben Villa, Uriel Lopez, Juan Miguel Elorde, Isaac Dogbo twice. Jose San Martin. I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about Navarrete and Christopher Diaz, but to me it was like, this seems like a great, it seems like a great matchup, and I think that when they actually fight, it's going to be a great matchup. And I give Christopher Diaz credit. I give the Pitbull credit. He has gotten in, and he's doing everything that he can to be in this fight. But he just takes another uppercut. Emanuel Navarrete just having his way with him so sharp tonight. And I'm saying this is one of those fights where you can't keep taking the kind of shots that Navarrete is landing on Diaz. Diaz, even though he has a good chin, even though he's not been stopped, you just can't, especially with the power of Navarrete. And it's almost like, but now they're trading. Diaz is not. I'm saying he's nowhere out of this fight. But so far, 3 rounds in, he has not won a round yet. And now there's talk that Oscar De La Hoya is coming back. There's a lot of things happening, and that's the thing is there's maybe talk of De La Hoya Mayweather too. I mean, that's probably not going to happen, but that would be interesting. I'll be honest, I thought De La Hoya won when they fought, but it was close. And Navarrete just crashing shots directly on the jaw of Christopher Diaz. Now Diaz had some moments in this round, but I just don't know. Just don't know if it's it's not enough right now. 10-9, 10-8. All for Emanuel Navarrete. He 10-8 on 2 of the judges' scorecards. So Navarrete's up by 12 points. Christopher Diaz, how much, he's got to figure something out. He's just coming forward. And really just fighting Navarrete's fight. It really is. That's the story of this fight. And the question is, how much can he take? And I'm hoping this doesn't become one of those fights where Diaz just wilts and then Navarrete just pounds on him, and the fight, the fight just goes and goes. Those are always the fights that I feel the worst for the fans. Those are the fights where I feel the most, the worst for you guys, just because, it's one of those things, I know, you would like it to be action and this and that. And, right there, Navarrete running the numbers, although Christopher Diaz landing a hard uppercut. Oh, man, these guys are just going for it, folks. And just going to the body is Emanuel Navarrete. And here, let's look at the record of Christopher Diaz. Christopher Diaz, like I said, nickname is the Pitbull. Victories over Jason Sanchez, Alderson Del Santos. His one of his 2 losses is to Shakur Stevenson, and he also lost to Masayuki Ito. I want to say that Ito was the guy that gave Teofimo Lopez such a tough time. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of research on that too. All right, and no, it does not look like it. Looked like I was totally wrong on that. Yeah, sorry. I was just confused as I often am. Sorry, I keep doing that every time I switch on my things. It just does that, and I'm telling you, Emanuel Navarrete is having his way, and now he's just countering, and I'm telling you, Christopher Diaz. The Pitbull's trying. He's coming forward. He's landing shots. It's not having the intended effect. Emanuel Navarrete putting on a masterful performance, really using the style of Christopher Diaz against him. And Diaz lands a right hand. So Diaz, folks, he's not out of this fight yet, but 4 rounds in, he's not won a round. And they're saying that he's tired now. 10-8 for Emanuel Navarrete. Another 10-8 for Emanuel Navarrete. This is another 10-8. Wow. He's up by 18 points. We're heading into the 5th round. Emanuel Navarrete will almost, I think, have won this fight. Christopher Diaz is going to need a knockout to win. And now Diaz drawing him out a little bit and landing. And look at that. He's setting traps for Navarrete. So, going to the body is Emanuel Navarrete. He's trying to set this up, folks. He's trying to go to the body and come upstairs. But look at Christopher Diaz using that left hand. And that could be the key to Christopher Diaz maybe getting back into this fight a little bit. If he can use that left hand, if he can get in, if he can land the shots that he needs to land. Oh, man, these guys are just, give Christopher Diaz all the credit in the world. He's really trying to figure out other ways. Oh, and look at this. Look at this right now. Emanuel Navarrete coming, putting back, getting Christopher Diaz, now fighting him on the ropes. So Diaz not coming forward as much anymore. That does not bode well. He's going to the body. He's trying to, something. But I'm telling you that left hand is his best bet. I just don't know what he does to counter the dominance. And wobbled. Wobbled is Christopher Diaz by Emanuel Navarrete. Wow, Emanuel Navarrete just having a big round. Every time it looks like Christopher Diaz has a chance to get back into this fight, Emanuel Navarrete does something to just take the fight out of him. And both guys, this is just how it is in boxing. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're watching, oh, and here it is, and Navarrete landing now. Once again, draws Christopher Diaz. I'm telling you, Manuel Navarrete's best time with Christopher Diaz is when he has Diaz coming forward. He's just able to counterpunch him, literally counterpunch him. Now another 10-8 for Navarrete and another 10-8 for Navarrete. I'm telling you, Christopher Diaz needs a knockout to win. Navarrete's already up by 34 points. So, I don't know how Christopher Diaz gets out of this hole, and it's only going to get deeper because Navarrete doesn't seem to be slowing down. He's very comfortable, and the thing is that he's comfortable because Christopher Diaz is fighting his fight. Oh, Emanuel Navarrete dropping Christopher Diaz hard, folks. Wow, look at that. Look at Emanuel Navarrete. And Christopher Diaz gets up and comes forward. He's obviously got up too quick. He's not on the best of legs in that left hand, that clawing left hand. Oh, look, and now he's landing the right hand. I'm telling you, you got to give Christopher Diaz all the credit in the world. He was dropped, folks, and he gets up and he takes more of this punishment. Not only does he take the punishment, gets up and comes forward. He's a double tough guy. Oh, man. Oh, wow. And he's wobbled now. And Emanuel Navarrete trying to, I don't know that Navarrete realized he was just out of the punching range. Wow, Emanuel Navarrete having his way with Christopher Diaz. I'm telling you, they really should take a close look in the corner of Christopher Diaz and consider stopping this. Simply because, he's never been in this fight. Now he's just taking reams of punishment. And that's the thing is now Navarrete's beating him when Navarrete comes forward. And that's, rendering Christopher Diaz's left hand all but ineffectual. Oh, and just another left hand. Navarrete tagging him. Oh, Christopher Diaz. Wow, I'm telling you, Navarrete has this figured out. We're 6 rounds in, folks, and I don't know that there's ever been on Boxing Time TV such a dominant first 6 rounds by any fighter. Christopher Diaz losing 10-9, 10-8, and 10-8. He is now down by 31 points, folks. No, I'm sorry. He's down by 29 points. Can he come back from this? I mean, he can if he can land, but I just don't know how he's going to do it. Oh, and then Navarrete just beginning right where he left off. And, Navarrete's throwing a lot of punches. He might be tired, too, as he comes forward against Christopher Diaz. Oh, and punching him into the ropes is Emanuel Navarrete. Oh, and Christopher Diaz landing. I'm telling you, if Christopher Diaz can counter, this could be a potential, and he's landing the left hand. Christopher Diaz could set him up for something. Emanuel Navarrete has so had his way. This is just the kind of fight that you see the guy that's getting his head handed to him land a lucky punch. Right now, Christopher Diaz has nothing to lose. So we're in the final 6 rounds of this fight. It's round number 7. You are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. Please tell your family and friends. Let me know if there's fights that you want to see made. Although I got a big list from a gentleman by the name of Timothy Bennett, I think his name was. Either way, I'm gonna try to get to it. I appreciate him for giving it to me. Coming up, some future fights we're going to be doing are Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker, Dimitri Ribal versus Richards. We might do Andrade Willis, Ramirez versus Taylor, and Usyk versus Joyce. So yeah, we have those coming on the docket. Oh, and Emanuel Navarrete just landing that right hand. Oh, and just landing that left hand, just poleaxing him with it. And Emanuel Navarrete, I'm telling you, little by little, starting to take him. Oh, and he lands a left hand and just wobbles Christopher Diaz. Wow. I'm telling you, Emanuel Navarrete, very dominant performance. Taking it 10-7 on all 3 judges. I mean, it's going to be 10-7. Wow, that was just a prediction. 10-7, 10-9, 10-8. And now we go back into the 8th round, folks. There are 5 more rounds left in this fight, and it's really not looking good for Christopher Diaz. I'm telling you, Emanuel Navarrete now just kind of coming forward. But the problem is that every time he's been hurting Christopher Diaz, he just hasn't been in range. And now Diaz, I mean, Emanuel Navarrete has kind of gotten touched a little bit in this. I'm not saying that that Diaz is coming on, but Diaz is still landing, folks, and he's still there, and that could be enough to keep him in the fight and to keep him dangerous, at least as far as Navarrete is concerned. Oh, oh, wobbled, wobbled. And he's hurt. And that's the thing. Like I said, Navarrete just out of range. Like he's able to land, he's able to hurt him, but he's. I mean, I don't know if he's going to drop him again. Just because the way that Navarrete's fighting now, and Navarrete's tired, probably kind of tired too. So I think we're probably headed for a decision. I might be wrong, or maybe a late round stoppage, but I give Christopher Diaz credit. He got dropped hard. He's taken a lot of punches, and he's still trying. He's still in this fight. He's losing, but it's a gallant losing effort. Oh, and lands the left hand. Christopher Diaz on Emanuel Navarrete. All right. And sizing him up, kind of drawing him down a little bit is Emanuel Navarrete as he comes for Christopher Diaz. All right, so we have 4 more rounds to go. And Emanuel Navarrete is breathing heavy. Christopher Diaz is very tired. 10-7, 10-9, and 10-9. All for Emanuel Navarrete. He's now 40 points ahead. It seems like he'd be more points ahead, but Christopher Diaz certainly needs a knockout to win at this point. And I just don't know that it's going to come. But what I will say is it doesn't seem like he's getting hit as much. So that's good for him, and maybe he can kind of work with that a little bit, maybe land some more left hands. But I don't know, folks. I just don't know. Oh, Navarrete just landing and pushing his shots. And, I have to be honest, like this fight settled into the thing that I was kind of afraid of it becoming. And I would like to see a knockout. I just think that you guys appreciate that. But, I do appreciate this. I appreciate what Navarrete has been able to do. So dominant. And, Christopher Diaz, though, give him credit. Never gave up in this the whole way. I'm just going to grab something as I'm doing this. Navarrete landing on Christopher Diaz. Sorry, just organizing some papers. All right. Okay, well, you know what? We can... Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. All right, and now, Navarrete, there's more that he could do. He we want them. Although, he is tired and he's throwing a lot of shots. But, we want to see him do more. We do want to see him kind of close the show some of that killer instinct. He does have 27 knockouts. So he certainly can do that. It's a question of will he? And, hey, you got to give credit to Christopher Diaz. He's taking the shots, folks. All right, and Navarrete is breathing heavy. and he wins that round 10-8 on two of the judges' scorecards and 10-7 on the other. So he is now up. How many points? 47 points. So, I mean, it just gets, Christopher Diaz just kind of being dug into more of a hole. And Christopher Diaz comes out, tries to land an uppercut, takes two left hands. Give him all the credit. He must have a really, really good chin because he got dropped. Oh. And now you have Emanuel Navarrete trying to land, wants to close the show. Christopher Diaz just taking the shots. And I mean, he's losing, but taking the shots. And you got to respect it, folks. All right, and look at this, and just more dominance on the part of Emanuel Navarrete. Just continuing to land, continuing to do his things, continuing to negate. Christopher Diaz just taking the shots, still landing that left hand, but that left hand really has not been a deterrent for Emanuel Navarrete. Which, look at that, but like I'm saying, right there, Emanuel Navarrete lands those two shots, but he just can't get in there to land the next follow-up shot. And it gives Christopher Diaz time to recover as we head into the final minutes of the 10th round. Oh, Emanuel Navarrete just landing those shots, a surgical assassin that he is. And just landing those shots, folks. All right. And now 10-8, 10-8, 10-9, all for Emanuel Navarrete as he heads into the 11th round up 52 points over Christopher Diaz. Folks, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I haven't lost interest, but I just, we know what's going to happen. Highly dominant performance by Emanuel Navarrete. And literally, all I think it would take would be if he was in range to land that third punch. At some point, he's going to wobble Christopher Diaz in this fight, but he's going to be too far away to land the final punch, as we've seen all night. Oh, and just punching Christopher Diaz. I think that's the first time that Emanuel Navarrete's punched Christopher Diaz into the ropes like that. Oh, Emanuel Navarrete now coming in, and he's just got Christopher Diaz's numbers. He wants to finish him at this point. At this point, you can see he wants to finish him. Finishing him is on Emanuel Navarrete's mind. The question is, can he and will he? Oh, and the Christopher Diaz going to the body now. And right now, just Christopher, Emanuel Navarrete, just very, very dominant. And Christopher Diaz, he deserves to make it through this fight, folks. Now I want to see it go the distance because Christopher Diaz deserves it. He's deserved it. He's hung tough. I mean, he's totally been outclassed in this fight. And then 10-8, 10-8, all three judges for Emanuel Navarrete. So now Emanuel Navarrete up by 58 points, folks. So, I mean, the fight's over. Christopher Diaz would need to knock him out twice in order to win this fight. Here, I'm going to adjust the mic because I'm going to stand for the final round. And it really has been a tremendous performance by Emanuel Navarrete. And you got to give Christopher Diaz credit, too. He's in there. He hung tough. He got dropped hard, I think, around the fourth or fifth round. But Emanuel Navarrete just had answers for everything. And he came in and, it looked like for a time that maybe Christopher Diaz's left hand might be a factor. And Emanuel Navarrete took it away from him. He fought a very smart fight. Let Christopher Diaz come to him, broke him down, and then maybe Emanuel Navarrete could have been more aggressive. Right there, he gets hit. I'm saying I really don't see Christopher Diaz dropping him at this point, but you never know. I mean, if he did, it would be pretty darn amazing considering all the shots that Christopher Diaz has taken throughout this fight. I'm drinking some water here. Oh, delicious. I need it. These fights that go this way. And, oh, look at that. Oh, and he finally, I'm telling you, Emanuel Navarrete. Christopher Diaz, I want him to get up. He deserves to get up. He's fought hard. He's fought well. Although Emanuel Navarrete putting a capstone on this performance. Truly, truly dominant. Emanuel Navarrete here. Let's go to the judges' scorecards. And the winner is Emanuel Navarrete by a knockout. The fight lasted 12 rounds. Navarrete was not knocked down. Diaz was knocked down 2 times and his eyes were glazed. The final scores 110-89, 110-92, 110-91. All for Emanuel Navarrete, who stops Christopher Diaz in the final of the 12th round. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links. You can always give me a follow on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan, though it's basically sort of a shadow page that I use to promote Boxing Time TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. And at Boxing Time TV, our motto is, why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing and compare. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.